Welcome to Kyle Lab, presented by AgKnocks. My name is Tom Ag, and I'm joined by AgJack and Billy. Tonight, who's actually live in studio with me for the first time ever. What's up, dude?
Yo, it's good to be live, have a real live podcast, and just make plays like that. It's pretty clear that we've obviously evolved in year three to just being totally built different. So it's good to be here live in Texas. Jack, what's it like to be not in studio?
I'm in my own studio, bro. I don't have to join y'all. Maybe one day when we move to College Station together. That's the goal ultimately.
Boys in the knockoff lab. But holy shit, it's game week. We made it. Hope is higher than ever, which is actually terrifying. I had some epiphanies while at work today where I thought we were overlooking Notre Dame, but whatever. Hope is as high as it's ever been. This is the best part of the year.
We are definitely overlooking them because we are feeling ourselves right now. There are a lot of reasons why that we'll get into when we actually talk about the ins and the outs of the game. But yeah, I mean, this is always the part in the season, right? We've convinced ourselves, we've washed away the memory of how last season ended. And we are like, okay, if a couple things go our way and if Elko's the guy and Connor's the guy and people don't get hurt, we're going to be right there.
Yeah, unfortunately, A&M kind of mirrors that same Carolina Panthers trail of like how we best function. We best function in two areas: off season. It's really the same area, and just when we're not playing football. So like that could be in between. That could be Sunday to Friday, right? You're totally right. We are overlooking Notre Dame. We're feeling good. Everyone's like, yeah, we've got a huge matchup at home. Number 7 coming into our building. I think there's a lot to look forward to. College game days there. I know we'll touch on that, but like there's a lot to look forward to in general. And shit, let's live it up. Hey, guys, remember this moment. This is before the pain, if there is. So keep that,
it's
keep that at heart.
it's the vulnerable moment where we're like so excited, but we know that it's coming. And it's just like how and when and how confused are we going to be and how are we going to feel? We're going to be like in 3 weeks, we're going to look at this and be like, damn, we knew this was going to happen. It always happens. Why the fuck did we put our faith into this team?
It's like that moment when you're really sick and you know you're about to shit so hard, like you're about to have actual diarrhea, and you're like, oh, don't let it out. Then it's like, oh God, I got to do it.
I don't know if it's like that.
No, it's like that. But then you're like, all right, I feel way better after. So it's more just like maybe jumping into a cold pool could be like a better example, but you never know. Just my thoughts.
You never know. All right. So just for all the new listeners, once again, we want to remind you guys what this pod's all about. As you can kind of tell, we were former college roommates and we just wanted to make this pod to recreate the vibes of us talking ball in the living room with the boys, just getting together before and after the games and, you know, shooting the shit. We don't actually know ball. We don't claim to, even though Billy thinks he does. We're just here having fun. So subscribe to our YouTube, follow us on Instagram, obviously follow us on Twitter, and go ahead and rate us 5 stars on where you listen to your podcast. Guys, football is back. We had week 0 last week. We've got week 1 coming. It's a tasty, tasty slate. We're obviously on center stage. Game day coming to College Station, night game, top 20, or what is it? Yeah, top 20 matchup at home. I mean, everything's lining up.
Yeah, I hope they leave Herb Street at home. I hope they use Aggie Park as a backdrop. And I hope we beat Notre Dame by 30, dude. They're overrated. They always are. They're they're the worst kind of fans on the universe. They literally bring no value to this earth. So I hope we beat them by 30, dude.
We have no choice but to beat them by 30. We have to stand on business in our house and finally redeem ourselves from Herb Street. That bus video will haunt me in memory forever. When was the last time A&M won a big game? Okay, I've seen enough. It's time for us to ball the fuck out. Welcome in the Elko era with a big dub.
Don't forget about when we were supposed to make the playoff and Notre Dame took our spot back in 2020. That
in basketball as well. Do not forget that.
Yeah. So we've been kind of like rivals from afar. We haven't played them a ton, but everybody hates Notre Dame. They're kind of up there with like the synonymous hatred of everybody fucking hates Texas. Everybody hates Notre Dame. A lot of people hate Michigan. What's another school? Alabama, like now, I guess. Maybe less. But, I mean, Notre Dame is just annoying. Everybody hates them. Let's beat the shit out of them, dude. They suck.
I'm going to add USC to that list, just for the record.
Which
that
one?
Feels like the right fit.
Who?
USC.
Oh, yeah. USC's up there.
Southern Cal. I'm sorry, South Carolina. Y'all are just not USC.
No, that was a given. So let's talk about real quick. Most important thing coming into this game. Everyone's been talking about this. Obviously, Elko's got the defense, crazy defensive line. We have insane talent. And Notre Dame, after losing their best offensive lineman, has 6 combined career starts across their offensive line coming into this game. 3 freshmen, I think, are starting. Or was it 2 freshmen or 3 freshmen and 2 sophomores? It's something crazy.
I think it's 2 upperclassmen total. It might be the rest are freshmen or sophomores. But yeah, you're totally right. Are we doing keys to the game yet, or am I jumping the gun here?
I mean, we're just talking about the game. Like, let's riff it.
To me, keys to the game: make Riley Leonard our bitch. Right? There's just no choice. Elko's got to know what makes him tick. He's got to know what he struggles with. I think we'll have a clear game plan of how to deal with that, especially with their offensive line and our defensive line matchup. We've got the clear advantage here. If we can stop the run, if Torrey and York can show up big in the run game, I think we've got a chance to really do some damage. And then defensively, I don't think anyone really knows. At least I don't. I don't know what Notre Dame brings to the table defensively. I know their coach is a defensive coach. I get that. He clearly, if y'all saw part of my take this week, does not know what the fuck he's doing in terms of game management at the end of a game. Literally like elementary school answers to when you should go for 2, and he's absolutely fumbling. But I'm curious to see what they have defensively and how we match up with that.
My only thing, I've said this before, if we're rolling in overconfident, there's a lot of pressure on this Notre Dame head coach to come into College Station and get a win. There's a ton of pressure on him. Not saying that there's not a ton of pressure on Elko to beat his former quarterback and his former team. If you forgot, Elko was the defensive coordinator at Notre Dame during, I think, 2015, 2017 era. But there's a ton of pressure on that Notre Dame head coach to go into College Station and actually get the job done. But, again, the dude wouldn't be prepared for a 3rd grade math test. So I'm not sure how they make it in this one.
I mean, so we're all kind of in the same boat on this one, right? Like, we think that our defense should and can dominate this game starting up front. Obviously, Notre Dame's going to have to work around it. They're putting stuff out there in the media where it's almost like too tasty for us. Like, it's like, what are you doing? You're kind of exposing yourself. Like, I don't know, maybe they're trying to bait us into something, but it feels like we're going to dominate up front and they're not going to score a lot of points on us. So the other side of the ball is what's going to be important for us. Like, if our offense sputters, it's going to be one of those like low scoring, take the under, slug out games the whole way through that kind of sucks to watch. Or our offense comes up, shows out, our defense shows out, and then we're going to be unbearable for the rest of the week.
It's an under is a lock game, regardless, in my opinion.
So it's 46 is the total, right?
I just don't. Wait, say again.
It's 46. That's the total I have in front of me right now, which seems honestly kind of high.
Vegas knows it's gonna be stank regardless. I'm like the Auburn game from like 2 years ago, like the 20-3 feels kind of like the right vibe. Hyped up QB, Bo Nix, right? There's potential. Obviously, that was a later in the season game, but still, like, it feels like a similar type matchup where it could be a scoop and score pick 6 as like hopefully one of the 2 or 3 touchdowns. Maybe hopefully not of the 2 or 3 touchdowns of the game.
We got to protect the ball. Like, that's number one. The offense doesn't have to play lights out. We've just got to protect the quarterback and protect the ball, and the defense should take care of the rest with like field position and all that.
I do think I don't think we're giving Wegman enough credit, dude. I think it's going to be an under because of how one-sided this game's going to be. I mean, you said 20-3. 20-3 implies that there were multiple field goals kicked, so that's just a shit offensive performance. 28-3, 31-3, something like that. Still a disgusting offensive game, but I think we're not giving Wegman enough credit. I don't think we're giving Klein enough credit coming in for the offense, dude. I think the offensive is actually going to look explosive against Notre Dame.
It's our O-line, dude. They weren't good enough last year to make us feel good going into the season.
But that's what Colin Klein is good. He was with Kansas State. Granted, their O line's probably infinitely better than A&M's was last year, but the dude is super creative at putting playmakers in spots to make plays, and it's all through motion. So if you get a guy motioning from the outside and getting him out of the way of the shitty O line, I don't think it's going to matter much.
I know literally nothing about the Kansas State O line. I won't pretend to. But if I was an offensive lineman, like I feel like Kansas has to be a hotbed for like just fat ass white dudes who want to play offensive line. It just feels like the right spot for it. So he did have that coming in. Let's acknowledge that.
Them corn-fed boys.
Okay, I mean, I'm just trying to poke holes in it, but the more I think about it, the more I'm really getting excited for this. But that's so dangerous because it's those games where it's like you're like thinking about it, you're like, there's no way that they could be better than us on Saturday. And those are the ones that surprise you the most. So let's just we'll pump the brakes a little bit, but it just lines up.
And for new listeners, every time we feel this way going into an Aggie game, we have absolutely gotten our asses kicked. So
yeah, and then
this is not a good feeling to have for us, at least.
But let's be clear. That was only in the Jimbo era. There's a difference. There's a different vibe, different smell, different taste. Everything about this Elko era is taking off. I'm ready to feel the pain. I'm ready to be disappointed. But listen, guys, let's keep it honest. It's the number 7 team in our own building. We're not going to be like, oh, fuck, we could lose this game and be shocked. I wouldn't be shocked if we lost this game. That would be an upset for us to win. But do I feel like we absolutely have a shot and a decent, if not great, chance to win? Absolutely.
Well, technically we're favorites, and I'll tell you guys later during the gambling stuff. But unfortunately, Notre Dame is in the category to cover this game, have a good chance to cover this game. Doesn't mean they're going to win, but they're in that category. So we'll see.
Spreadsheet merchant. Nobody gives a fuck about that. Please just learn a shred of ball.
Yeah,
it'll be so much easier for you if you just learn that.
Here's the spin zone to that is that I'm wise and just at a point in my life where I can recognize that I don't know what I don't know, and I'm not trying to project like I do just to be just to make people think that I know ball better. So I accept the beast that is Vegas setting these lines and these numbers. How the fuck would you know how many points they're going to score? Vegas knows somehow. And they're getting people like you to be like, I know ball. I know ball. I'm going to go. I know the running back's name and the linebacker matchups. Oh, cool, man. Does that help people make money more than the other people that are actually finding different trends and just running these numbers and finding opportunities to capitalize? No, you're wrong. So you at some point you have to submit to Vegas.
I'm just going to say Vegas had Clemson as 14-point favorites in 2018. They lost by 2. So
sounds like Vegas is sleeping on that boy Elko, bro. They're sleeping on that fat boy Elko. They don't know what them roles do. They don't know what them roles be about. So why don't you just take your non-ball knowledge, and we can just respect that, dude. That's okay.
All right, let's get back on.
You want to play your fairy number game? That's all right.
All right.
The rest was here. You got to watch SEC ball.
This is what Notre Dame wants.
And watch these boys play.
This is what Notre Dame wants. They want us to be bickering and separated, and you do that no matter what. But I'm just saying, let's be cohesive. It's week 1, okay? We're excited. Let's go. Fucking football.
You're the one saying we're gonna lose based on the numbers.
Because guess what? Every time we come in super fucking positive to this podcast, we eat shit. I'm trying to bring the vibes back to neutral. Because even with the Elko stuff, when you said that, I was like, yeah, you're fucking right, dude. It's Elko. It's not Jimbo. It's not fall flat on your face in a big game. It's Elko. He's going to have the dogs ready. They're going to be barking. Let's go, dude. But at the same time, no, the numbers.
No, fuck that. Blow your load, bro. Let's do it, dude. If there's a time to do it, it's week 1.
All right,
get it out.
Fuck it, dude. We're beating the shit out of them. We're absolutely beating the shit out of them. Like, they're literally not going to run for like 3 yards on us. It's going to be nuts. Like, our D-line is just going to eat. Like, they're going to be scared, bro. They're going to be shaking. We're going to break Riley Leonard in half, and Elko's going to be like, damn, I'm sorry I did that to you, kiddo. He's like, it's okay, coach. And we're just going to dominate. It's going to be like one of those games where at halftime, Chris Fowler's like, wow, the Aggies looking good. And we're like, yeah, we're fucking here. And then on Monday, everyone's like, holy shit, did you see that? Like, they're legit. That's huge.
Yeah, then we lose to like Bowling Green week 2, which is fine. We had our moment. But like, what's that line from like Remember the Titans? It's like, if they gain another yard all night, I'll kill you. I can't remember. I don't know what the rest of the line is, but it's sick. Gets me fired up every time. So maybe we'll watch. Maybe we should all watch. I guess Agjack, you'll be at my house. Maybe we'll just get a quick Remember the Titans in Friday night, Saturday morning, just to set the vibes.
Yeah, we can film that.
Sick invite, by the way.
Yeah. Pull up.
I'm sorry you didn't get invited to my friend's wedding, you bitch ass.
It is quite humid in San Diego.
Tom Mag's about to have a baby anyways, bro. He can't go to San Diego.
Can't, bro. Elko era starts. Jackson era starts, dude. It's all the same, bro.
Two goats. Names.
2 goats.
All right, let's talk about, do we want to do like keys to the game, or what are we thinking?
Well, yeah, shit, what else is there? So how about this? Okay. A couple storylines. College game days here. Dope, sick, gonna be awesome. Looks like they're setting it up. The field looks amazing. You saw the video of the drone like lifting up. They have the Texas logo, like the Texas State logo in the middle of the field. They have the maroon end zones. The grass looks crispy. Notre Dame's ranked number 7. Are we going to run out to power, or are we going to run out to another song? We'll talk about that later. What does it mean if we win versus if we lose? Like, what is the feeling going to be? Because we still have the whole season ahead of us, and we still have a chance to make the playoffs, which is just a different animal this year.
Okay, first of all, the field does look sick. Yes, it's about time the State of Texas logo has made. Is this the first time that we've done it? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it used to just be the ATM thing, I think.
So that would be sick, obviously. I don't give a fuck what song we run out to. Power would be way cooler. I don't even mean that. I do. But like, I'm not going to be like crying and devastated if we don't run out to power, realistically. That's just something to touch on there. If we win, we might be, it would be, and again, I hate to say this, who's the last team that beat Notre Dame, an overrated Notre Dame team in week 1? Do we remember? Does anyone remember? The Texas is back, and they were fucking ass that year. Both teams. Let's just, everyone say a prayer. Listeners, pray along with us. Lord, let us not repeat whatever that was, 2014 Texas.
I think it's more about how we look and being like, oh my God,
yes,
we're going to get better as the season goes on. And that's really the takeaway, right? Like, even if we lose, if we're like, hold on, like there's something there, Notre Dame's just good. Versus, if we beat the shit out of them and we're going to be ranked top 10 next week, we're going to be feeling ourselves, and it's going to be a huge win going in to the committee. All right, so let's get into score predictions and bowl prediction real quick, and then we'll move on from the game.
All right, say what's your chest, bro. You're the one who step up.
All right. So here's the deal, right? You're playing CFB. It's just one of those games where every time you drop back, you can't throw the ball. The offensive lineman just getting pancaked, getting flipped around. Quarterback can't do anything. You're trying to go side to side. You're trying to run the ball. Nothing works. Nothing is going to work for Notre Dame on Saturday night. They are going to be eating shit all night long. O-line's going to be scared. They're going to close in on them and on their faces. And you know that video of the guy with his hands shaking, trying to, like when he's standing in shotgun, the quarterback? It's going to be that for their entire fucking offensive line. Our defense, we are going to cause, this is my bold prediction, 4 turnovers, and they're going to score a touchdown. And I think the offense comes out and lights them the fuck up. I think we're going to run the ball right down their throat. You're going to see a little bit of something out of Connor running the ball. That's going to make us go, oh shit, look at that. That's a nice little something for the offense with Colin Klein. And we are going to feel so good after this game. it's going to be the most unbelievable feeling we've had as Aggie fans on this podcast moving into week 2. So my scoring prediction.
Yeah, I say you didn't even say anything. You just yapped for like 2 minutes.
Scoring prediction 41-13.
Jesus Christ. What are we thinking?
Damn, that's huge. 41. That's the over, right? Yeah, that'd be the over.
Yikes. Aggies does no ball.
That
Check.
ball position.
All right. I'm going to go the middle ground of that. It will be one of the better feelings, not the best, right? I mean, like we've had some good wins. Dude. Let's not forget the Calzada legendary game, right? There's been some big moments. That obviously wasn't number one, but it just came to mind. It's like a big win. Let's just keep it there. I think we talked about it. We're going to dominate defensively. I have no idea what to expect out of the offense is my concern. I think it could be ass. It could be great. Here's what I'm going to go with as my middle ground. I say 28-10. I think we have a dominating performance across the board. And I think my bold prediction is Riley Leonard under 100 yards passing. This man is getting harassed. I'm not going to say it, but there's a certain NFL quarterback in Ohio that would do these things to him. He would be getting assaulted. Just there's a terrible matchup for them offensively versus our defensive line. The boys are going to eat. Get your dinner plates out. Steak knives only. Time to ball.
It's going to be Golden Corral out there, according to Shred.
Golden Corral. Everybody eat goddamn free steak and shrimp.
Dude. All right. Now I got to pick something different than our defense just dominating them. I'm going to say our defense keeps their offense off the field. I don't think they have more than 10 first downs the entire game.
Is that your boldy?
No, that's not the bold prediction. I'm going Torrey in New York with 18 tackles because Nick Scorton opens up. Nick Scorton and Shamar open up the line so much that boys just got free reign to make any play he has to make. Scoring prediction wise, I'm gonna go. I like 31-3. I do. I think that anytime Notre Dame has
same point spread as mine.
I think that any time that Notre Dame has a chance to go and put points up on the board, there's going to be some kind of mistake. It's supposed to rain, I think. They're going to fumble a couple snaps here and there. Tyreek Chappelle is going to be making a couple interceptions, bro. Torrey and York's going to force a couple fumbles, I think they're just going to piss away the opportunity to score against our defense. And then you're going to have Connor there to just make the true plays, make the plays that need to happen. Maybe nothing too fancy, but 31-3 is what I'm going with.
Here we are again, boys. Here we are again. The difference is that it's Elko instead of Jimbo. And we relatively don't have a lot of hype on us. We're kind of like flying under the radar. And remember Alabama's first year when they became Alabama with Nick Saban? They were like preseason 21 or something like that. And then just bang, take off. No one thinks it's coming.
I was trying to find the SEC single game tackle record. Unfortunately, all I found was Nick Constantino, whatever the fuck his name was, had the most punts in SEC history in one game against LSU 2020. 12 punts in a game.
All right, well, don't just
So
bring
sick.
the vibes down.
Just saying. Research.
Okay, so we updated our bracketology bracket that we posted on Twitter. Hopefully everyone saw it. Georgia Tech moved into the 2 spot. They look good. And then Montana State also made an appearance in the playoffs. So that's week 0. Not an overreaction. That's just analysis based on what we've seen.
Let's just shout out Hans King for delivering Jack and L, delivering one of the worst picks
Well, that
in
was the
week
next
0
segment.
history in terms of the parlay. Buckets, absolutely garbage.
You couldn't have just waited until we got to buckets.
No, I mean, it's just you were talking about the game, so yeah.
Yeah, all right, so let's just get into buckets. So obviously, yeah, the only person who won was Tom this week, where Nevada, he faded Cowdog, and Nevada covered 27. They actually looked pretty competent. SMU looked terrible the whole game and somehow pulled out the W still. So I took FSU minus 10. That was awful. Cowdog lost with SMU. And Shrek, poor Shrek, dude. New Mexico was up 17 in the fourth quarter, and he lost that money line. Just absolutely brutal. Billy went SMU also with Cowdog, and they both took an L. So Tom is on top at 1-0, and our parlay also lost because we had SMU spread and FSU money line. Cleats.
Why did it lose initially? Let's just be clear.
I mean, your pick lost though, so the only one
but like maybe things would have been different if you hadn't been ass.
Perhaps. All right, boys. So let's do buckets then. What do you got?
I'll start us off, man. Pretty easy pick this week. Probably the easiest you'll see all year. We're gonna go Pitt minus 24 over Kent State. Just not enough score there to even negotiate. 24 points against Kent State. Kent State is a feeder program. It's like the bottom feeder of the group. Like if you're talking like a 6-inch catfish, like a little bitch catfish, that's what that program is. Pitt's real deal. They're D1 program, Power 5. They put guys like Kenny Pickett in the league. Not saying that's a compliment, but they've done it.
So just overall, Pitt's just a better program than them. So that's why.
Overall, you're looking at 5. You're looking at like a 3.5 star versus a 1 star here, and I think the point differential is going to be over 30.
Bro could not name a single player on either team.
Could you?
He's yapping about Kenny. No, I couldn't, but I wouldn't call it the easiest pick of the fucking year. He's yapping
you
about.
You would be
Kenny
like, "Oh, I know ball, bro."
That's crazy. That's an insane pick, genuinely. As I'm about to Google the starting QB for my pick, as I'm about to deliver it.
All right. Well, I'll go while you're doing that.
Yeah. Okay, I bet.
All right. So first pick. Hey, listen. Spreadsheet Merchant is back. FTPs started this morning, and it spit out 2 locks for this week. And when I say locks, I mean that they went 60% last year over the entire season. Okay? 60%.
Wait, so they lost 40% of the time. That's your guarantee.
This is where people are going to expose you for being retarded because you don't know gambling. Anything above 55% is incredible.
What'd you say?
I said you were retarded with a big R. It's back. We're allowed to say retarded now. So,
you might be
anyways. Yeah. So, what I was trying to say, these picks went 60% over the last entire season where we made hundreds of picks and tracked all of them. But somehow this is getting shit on, even though it makes money. So, one of the picks this week, and it's not guaranteed to win, it's a 60% chance that they cover. Troy minus 9 against Nevada. But I will give you a reason why for ball knowing purposes. Nevada came out hot last week, covered against SMU, made a little noise. Week 0, lots of people watching that game. People are feeling good about Nevada covering again because they fought hard and they're like, oh, it's fucking Troy. Let me go try to get this edge. Let me go get Nevada against Troy. Nope. Troy comes out, whoops their ass. I'm going to say much more than 9. I'm going to say they beat them by at least 13.
I actually like the logic. I like the logic a lot. People are going to be overhyped on Nevada, no doubt. Since it's your pick, I fucking hate it.
See, that's a problem. We have to work together on the next part of this. So why don't you guys jump off your high horse of bullshit ball knowledge and just make some money with me. Goddamn.
Yeah, in the next part, which we will discuss that. So I'll deliver my lock. I'm going, if anyone knows, footy Twitter, FC Wonder Kid on TikTok. I'm going to go bold. This is what we're going to do.
Why do you keep doing that?
I just try to be myself, dude. And that's what I bring to the table.
He just tries to be soccer Twitter, bro.
It's just literally what I consume. So just respect me, please. I'm going money line.
Oh, wow.
Off the rip.
Wow.
Off motherfucking rip.
Talk to us.
Let me deliver. Let me preach. God damn. Let me get my zone. It's going to be West Virginia money line over Penn State. Oh my God, Miss Spreadsheet says otherwise. Shut the fuck up. Ain't nobody care.
Spreadsheet has West Virginia, you cocksucker.
Excellent. Good.
Oh,
I'm
is
glad
it
to hear
good? It's good now. It's good when it fits the
You're just
narrative.
out here snickering, yapping in the background. Goddamn. This is genuinely purely based on everyone has NCAA 25. I'm in an online dynasty, and this kid has West Virginia, and his quarterback fucking dominated the first year. Garrett Green, absolute dog. He slept on. They're at Morgantown. I couldn't name a single player on Penn State up to this point. I've seen enough. Cinema. Let's make a play. Let's make magic, boys.
It's a great pick. Let's leave it to the audience. So, like,
take me home.
What do you guys think?
Country road to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama.
So
take me home. Country road.
All right. Thanks for that. So I just want to recap real quick. So Tom's explanation was Pitt is a better program. They've just existed for longer and they get higher star recruits, so they're obviously going to cover 24. My argument was based on hundreds and hundreds of games that were tracked in a spreadsheet over the last 2 years and spit out different trends and tendencies that led to this pick. And then Billy's was because he watched a streamer play with West Virginia and he thought the quarterback was good. So I'm just going to leave that.
Let's be clear. This is my friend, not even a streamer. I played against him and got dominated by Garrett Green.
Oh, it's just your friend.
These dudes who are making rankings for NCAA 25 are clearly in the fucking lab. Let's be real.
You might just be bad at
They know ball.
I just look at who's undefeated still. Like, look who doesn't have an L next to their name this season. It's an obvious choice. Follow me.
All right, let's bring it together, boys. Now we're squadding up. We're on the same team. Let's put together.
Let me go first. Let me go off real.
All right, parlay. Hold on. We're putting together.
It's for the parlay.
It's
for the parlay.
AgKnocks parlay, which we lost last week, so we lost $1,000.
That was tough. Actually, it wasn't that tough. We're hella breaded, so it was light.
I didn't even think about it.
Go ahead. We're good. Okay.
What's your letter?
I'm gonna go now. All right. People have mixed feelings about him, and I respect that. But we have to recognize what has come of our boy E-Rob, right?
Ooh.
Damn. I'm sorry, Tom, to snag your pick like that, but I'm just him. So they're playing Ohio at home, and they're giving 17.5. I couldn't find a more free line in my entire life. Kyle McCord has something to prove to these fucking haters. E-Rob is going to have that defense in straight dog mode. I'm in love with 17.5. They're at not the Carrier Dome, whatever the hell it's called now, but there's some serious upside on that. I think Syracuse is an absolute lock. I think it's got to be in the parlay.
Syracuse minus 17.5. All right. So are we all do we have a safe? I mean, obviously after last week, there's not a safe pick, but are we just going to go all minus 110s or? All right, go ahead, Tom.
No, you're not going to pick a Alabama money line. Let's make some bread here.
Yeah, and this is the safe pick of a generation. Some say, call it Michael Jackson. Nebraska minus 27.5 over UTEP. Yeah, anybody from El Paso, there's nothing going on there, dude. They're not going to be ready for what's going on in Nebraska.
Thought that was.
I just have to say this so hard. Big Red gonna be motherfucking ready, boy.
Really
Speaking of my Dynasty League, while we're on it, yeah, your boy was Big Red for Dynasty, and that boy Dylan Raiola, Patrick Mahomes Jr. is a fucking dog. He is going to absolutely cook them boys, them shrimp from UTEP. I've seen enough. Big Red by Billy.
Wait, are you just going to base all your picks on
for the first week? Yes, just obviously.
EA Sports College Football 25. Is that what we're basing your picks on now?
Until I get some tape, then yeah. That's what I'm going. I didn't watch 50 spring games. I won't lie.
I didn't. The voice goes back and forth between black dude on the street in Houston.
Big Red.
Then
That's the boys.
a guy
Boy.
a guy sitting on a porch in the swamp with a banjo, and then back to Jewish white guy on a podcast.
Chill. Don't say that.
Anyways, my pick. All right, we're just all doing this. I'm gonna go. All right, actually, you know what? I'll give you guys 3 options, and then we can debate them because we're all on the same team here. I don't want to.
So you just want us to make your pick for you because you don't know ball or what?
Okay, you again made your pick based off of vibes. So we've got 3 options here: Kentucky minus 28, Oklahoma minus 42.5, Miami, Ohio plus 2.5.
Can you tell me who they're playing? I don't have these memorized.
You don't know who they're playing, bro?
No, I don't have Kentucky's schedule memorized.
I mean, I don't know how you wouldn't know who Kentucky's playing.
Oklahoma is giving 42 to Temple.
Boys better pray. All right.
Kentucky's giving 28 to Southern Miss. I hate that. Southern Miss is sneaky.
Miami, Ohio is
Couldn't tell you what.
It's Northwestern.
I couldn't tell you anything about either of those teams.
You couldn't tell us anything about the other games.
How did you pick that? What made you? What's your rationale for any of these?
They're on the list.
It's not Miami, Ohio.
I actually kind of think Miami, Ohio. If we're gonna go with the spreadsheet virgin picks, then we might as well just go. With
All right, lock it in. Miami, Ohio plus 2.5.
Who would know anything about those in week 1? Any of those teams?
Well, if you think you know about the teams, you're already behind, and you're paying for the hotels out in Vegas.
Maybe I could have a shred of insight about OU or Kentucky, but there's no fucking way I know anything about Miami of Ohio or Northwestern.
But that's the problem. The root of the issue is you thinking that you have insight matters in all this. It doesn't matter. You're a rat in the maze, bro. Okay, so that was our parlay. So we have Syracuse minus 17.5, Nebraska minus 27.5, Miami, Ohio plus 2.5. We could run some quick numbers on this to see what it would spit out. That would take too long. It would take too long, right? Or I'll do it while you guys are talking. You want to do a cringe fest?
What if the spreadsheet told you that you were a bitch and you should stop watching football? Would you listen?
It can't do that because it just is what I'm inputting.
It's a question. Yes or no?
Dude, it'd be so sick if I could do and it's coming. There's going to be an AI version of the spreadsheet at some point where I don't have to sit here and input anything.
Yeah, but then the lines will change to the AI, bro. Everything would be relative again.
They're probably already changing to the AI, bro.
It is.
All right, you want to move on? Anyone have a cringe fest?
I have one cringe fest real quick. It's going to be quick. Probably unrelatable to the listeners, but that's fine. For those, again, that are on Footy Twitter, let me just put this out there. Your just monthly soccer update. Let's just get it out there. Chelsea has signed fucking 700 players in the last 2 years. It is insane. These men are they're literally taking slaves and keeping hostages. It's insane. They're signing these dudes to 11-year contracts. Cringe across the board. The fucking American owner thinks he's playing Moneyball out here in this bitch. It's unreal. He's ruining the beautiful game. Chelsea's an ass football club to begin with, but hate to see that even for the worst. I'm done.
We were talking soccer. All right.
That
fits.
It's part of the experience.
So do you guys want to know what the odds are for this? If they're all minus 110 across the board, which I'm assuming they are.
600.
Yeah, I mean, it's plus 596.
Never placed a 3-legger before, big dog?
We'll call it 600 to make it look cooler on the graphic. So $1,000 to win $6,000. Holy shit, boys. This one might make my nuts tingle a little bit. I don't know. If we win, dude, think about it. We're one of these parlays away from just covering the whole season. And then we're not thinking about it. It's fine. We have to win 2 parlays this whole season. We will. It'll be fine.
And we're 6 parlays from bankruptcy, which is wild.
Maybe you are, bro.
Yeah, what the hell, bro? Bankruptcy. Yeah. That's it. I mean, cringe fest for me this morning was when I tweeted that thing with the polos from the AgJack account, and there were Texas fans got a hold of it, and they're like, "Those shirts suck. Your polos suck." And I was like, "What do you Why does it matter?
Yeah, they fried you like that.
I
That's
mean,
crazy.
what are better polos? Like what are the better options for polos?
I mean, it's like when you walk into a store and you're like, that one's dope versus like, I don't like that one. It's kind of the same experience.
There are only so many of the A&M polos that you can own. You know?
No, this year is not bad. Like some of the ones when we were in college, like the gray shoulders, maroon chest.
Yeah, Adidas.
I think that was some of our worst work as a school.
It's because Adidas sucks, dude. Like that's actually what it boils down to.
That is fair. Their polo game is trash.
Um,
Their uniform game is also garbage. I know we touched on that last week. So
yeah,
across the board,
no doubt.
cancel Adidas.
We found something to agree on.
How about that?
All right, so that was it. That was Cringe Fest of the week. Any hot takes?
Should we jump into the wall room?
I mean, we can, unless you want to cook on. Do you want to talk dreams and nightmares real quick?
I don't even know what that is. If you could,
What?
You don't know dreams and nightmares?
No, I know what the song is, but what is the rumor?
They're just saying that that's going to be the song instead of Power.
That would be so whack. It's like a Philly song.
Yeah. Oh, apparently the players told Elko that they hated the Aggie intro song.
I mean,
As they
obviously,
should.
yes. It's like legitimately, it's like clip art for music.
Yeah, no, 100%. So that was like a thing, and he's like, "I'm taking care of it." Big Elko, I fucking trust that man.
Ooh, if Mike Elko don't trust you, I'm a...
Oh, we still no, that wouldn't hit. We still don't trust you. Like that would be kind of
No, that's not at all
No.
what I was.
well, shit.
Oh wait, I do have a thing for the Cringe Fest real quick. For all you Kendrick Glazer bitch asses that are hating on any new Drake, please move on with your lives. Kendrick Lamar won't release another album for 8 more years, so just please move on. All right.
Okay, that was Cringe Fest, and what are we cooking this week? Or what's that one called? Yeah. What's cooking this week? All right, we've got an ad read, and then we'll get into War Room.
Yeah, I got you here. Kyle Lab is brought to you by Layden Travel. Ready to escape the Texas heat? Fuck.
God damn it.
Yeah. Ready to escape the Texas heat this summer? Hit up some Aggie away games or just disappear from society for a bit? Layden Travel has you covered. Layden Travel is Aggie owned and operated. Check them out at LaydenTravel.com and tell them AgKnocks sent you. Now, back to the show.
Okay, that was actually a pretty solid ad read. Like, all considering, you only fucked up once at the beginning, and then you were kind of like right back into it.
Getting better.
Yeah, a little bit better.
Striving to be the best, bro.
Okay, well, good job. All right, so War Room this week, to keep the theme of beating the shit out of Notre Dame, we're doing Irish things. Just, that's all it is, Irish things. So, does anyone want to take the 1-1? All right, Tom, go ahead.
I'm going to take some inspiration for this pick. I'm going to go potato famine.
Oh, yeah, I love that. That's a bad one for them.
Terrible look. Cannot fathom not being able to like feed your civilization because the dirt was like, no, like grow up, find a different source of food. Not everything needs to be carbs. Like, what are we doing, Ireland?
Bro, the funniest thing is that their whole food is like potatoes. It's like, bro, what are we gonna do without the potatoes?
It's like major export and just like goes down in 1 year.
Never touched keto diet in their lives. It's embarrassing.
Yeah, they don't have good food. Like that's like anytime. Like I remember Tomac used to work at Moe's Irish Pub and he was there when they were doing the soft opening, and he would just like stuff his face with everything on their menu. And like, there's no way that was good. It's not good pub food. Like Irish pub food is probably the worst pub food.
Bro, the level of disrespect put on shepherd's pie. Get the fuck out of my face, bro. Do you know what a shepherd's pie is? Do you know what's in it?
It's like a pot pie, isn't it?
Oh my god, bro! It's pot pie and iron dish. But yeah, no, you don't know. You don't know anything.
I was like, that's like kind of spot on. Fair enough.
You guys were ready to be like, oh, this motherfucker, bro. Yeah, I know what it's.
I'm not like a shepherd's pie stan. It's just like, it's again like you baked a potato and then someone mashed it, and then they were like, what if we baked it again? It's like how they invented toast. Same vibes.
Yeah. All right, Billy, do you want to go next, or do you want me to go next and you go back to back?
I'll go next. That's fine. I'm gonna go getting dunked on by Britain. That like seems like they constantly get pwned by them. again, something as Americans we just simply cannot relate to. We obviously do the poning in this situation, but yeah, still tension to this day. Kind of like a touchy subject. Kind of weird interactions between the Irish and the Brits. So Team UK on this one.
I
Okay.
love how we're shitting on like Ireland, the country, because this American football team is named the Fighting
Yeah.
Irish.
Like a team in Illinois. Okay. For my first pick, am going to go with car bombs. Just in general, tough for them, tough time for them. And you're not allowed to say it in certain places, but again, we're bringing back gay and retarded. We can bring back car bombs. And also just fantastic drink at O'Bannon's. Every time you go to O'Bannon's in College Station, you're getting a car bomb. Shout out Guinness also. That might make the list. But Irish car bombs. Anything on that, guys? You don't have nothing on car bombs?
I mean, did car bombs actually originate in Ireland? I feel like
Just Irish
Iran's
car
had
bomb.
this one for a while.
Yeah.
Goddamn.
It's
That
like
was- It's crazy.
the-
Statement. I just think it's insane that someone was like, you know what? There's a lot of in Ireland, and like this beer, it's kind of like if you could throw some Baileys in there, you should name it this. Feels like a crazy leap. Like,
if we made a drink called like the Twin Tower, like 9/11, and it was like two tall boy beers.
yeah, like no one would do that. Be like it would never be like a nationwide thing. Of maybe it, but truly though, maybe in Ireland they have some shit like that where they're like, oh, you want a Twin Towers, eh? And like they
And they give you two tall boy beers and like throw a shot at your face. Just like catch it in your mouth.
maybe
Okay.
maybe they're out there.
All right.
Maybe it's just not in the country. Like I'm sure they don't have those in Ireland. Like I feel like if you asked for that, I bet there was some Georgia Tech or some Florida State kid that went out there and was like, "Yo, give me an Irish car bomb." They were like, "Dude,
I'll do
not
it.
chill."
I don't care. Hey, if we win this game, we should all do Irish car bombs. Like it just
Down.
make a scene.
Down. We'll be there.
Make an absolute scene.
Less.
Okay. Second pick. I think this is easy. Should have been 1-1 if we weren't just completely roasting the country of Ireland. But St. Patrick's Day, just elite holiday, great vibes. Love the color green. Chicago, we're harbors turning green, all that fun stuff. I don't know. It's just a holiday where you get drunk and wear a specific color. And there's Irish music on.
Bro, have you ever been to like a St. Patty's Day parade?
Like a
Turn the
parade?
River Green is all you can think of. Bro, Zeke pulled down a woman's shirt the last time they had one of these things in Dallas. Like,
Yeah, just people get absolute shit faced.
yeah, great time.
Zeke should be canceled for that, dude. Just saying. But I mean, yeah, this is something that Aggi clearly has no experience actually celebrating in the flesh. It's just something he's seen on TV. But I respect the pick regardless.
Because I haven't been to Chicago for.
Yeah, I have pictures of me there. Do you? That's crazy. Anyways,
It always
next
turns into
pick.
negative. It's always negative.
All right, you can cry about it later. I'm gonna say, and it could go either way. It could be good. It could be bad because I feel like it's a little polarizing. I'm gonna say Guinness is one of the more Irish things out there.
Great pick.
Some people think it's absolute garbage. I'm not a stan of Guinness, but it's good. It's a good beer at the right time. But like, I'm not gonna wake up at like 9 a.m. on a Saturday morning, college football, and crack a Guinness. That's insane. That's just an absolute psychopath move to me.
No,
But they say it tastes way better also from the factory in Ireland. I haven't been. Would never go to such a shithole country, respectfully. But at least for this week, after this week, Ireland is totally chill.
Guinness absolutely hits at the right moment. It's a moment beer. It's a great pick. You can't be chugging Guinness. You can't have Guinness all the time. But if you have it in your fridge and you're just like trying to unwind, you're like, fuck it, I'm going to crack a Guinness. I have the Guinness glass. I keep it in my freezer so I have the full experience, and it's fantastic. The color, you watch it like fizz up. It's incredible. And Guinness was the first beer I stole from my parents' stash. and I ran upstairs to like, my heart was beating so fast, and I like opened the Guinness, and I was like, holy shit, I'm about to like drink my first beer that I took from my parents. And I tried like 3 sips of it, and I almost vomited, but now it's like my favorite beer. So
Yeah, that has to be the worst first alcoholic sip of all time.
it was.
Your dad was probably dying laughing.
Yeah, it was
That door just barfed Guinness all over my bathroom.
absolutely
Dude,
brutal.
I actually would make the argument that Guinness is one of the more chuggable beers on the planet. Dude, it's not very thick. It makes you think it's thick because almost
Pause.
it makes you it makes you think it's thick because of the big foam top on top. But beyond that, it's pretty thin. Goes down pretty easy. I compare it to milk, bro.
You're defining milk beer as the most chuggable beer out there.
I mean, in terms
Well,
of
it's not milk. It's not actually milk, bro. It's like,
He said it, you just said it's like milk. How could that?
it's just the nitrous, bro.
He goes, oh, milk is
Like-
the most chuggable beer.
Also, why do
He's out
the other beers don't have the little like nitro ball in it? That just like, that's just so cool. You just crack it open, it's like you're like, fuck, dude, I'm about to rip this Guinness. And then you pour it hard. You can pour it however you want because like,
squeeze the hell out of that can.
yeah, fuck yeah, dude. Oh, I love
Dude,
Guinness.
fuck yeah. No, dude, you don't know Guinness, bro. All right, third final pick. Wait.
Was that not your last pick?
No, that was
You're muted. You're muted, Billy.
Was that not your last pick? You went first. You went first and you're last, right?
He,
Are we
did-
going
he
3?
was just talking about Guinness.
Oh, dude, that's on me. My bad. I was like, damn, great pick. First of all, dude, my bad. All right, fuck me.
I'm gonna
That
go
was
with the good and bad here. We're gonna go Leprechaun. Good because of the video that came out in probably 09. It was like, yo, is that a leprechaun?
What
That's
was funny about
hilarious.
that video?
What's up?
Why was that video funny to you?
I mean, just the setting of that video. If you haven't seen that video, go watch it on YouTube. Literally just Google leprechaun video, and I'm sure it's the first one that pops up. But also, I mean, leprechauns are dope, dude. They're at the end of a rainbow, smothering a pot of gold. They're also little. They got red hair. They're little freaks. What's not to love about a leprechaun, man?
Yeah, leprechauns have like weird energy to them. Like, I don't really get that whole thing. If you really think about it, like there's just like ginger midgets running around that have like gold magic and rainbows. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, Leprechaun would easily be the weirdest person I know or have ever met. Like, you're gonna be like, oh yeah, my buddy's Chili is just a leprechaun. There's no way that would be. Yeah, it's a tough one.
It'd be like, yeah,
But good pick. I mean, it's very Irish. You can't deny that. I don't know if we're going if these are good or bad. Still, I guess it's the.
it's just
It's the
that
theme,
it's just
but-
Irish things. We love that. We're gonna leave it up to the fans on Twitter.
Yeah, we had to get the hate out first, and I think it got a little more mellow towards the end.
I like it. I think we put it together well. Honorable mentions: Shamrocks, Shamrock Shake at McDonald's.
Dude,
Yeah, 4-wheel clover.
the Shamrock Shake at McDonald's,
Elite.
that's something that should be offered year round for breakfast as well. Like,
Doesn't
that
make me
is
special.
just something better than Guinness, man. I don't know how an American corporation came up with that, but way better than anything else on this planet.
Kissing the Blarney Stone, also crazy, insane thing to do. Everyone kiss one rock. Fucking gross.
Another one, 4-leaf clovers. Lucky.
Is that not the same as a shamrock? I thought that was the same
It
thing.
might be, but I said
Okay.
I turned that into Shamrock Shake. Whatever. Lucky Charms.
Known to have cancer properties in them and microplastics, bro. You really trying to put that in your body?
Well, I mean, it's the same thing as a car bomb.
Fair.
How is that? How is that the same?
Cancer, getting bombed in your car. Another one, pot of gold. Just the idea of a pot of gold at the end of a rainbow.
As Jews, we definitely respect that for sure.
Love it. And then just pub culture. It's a different pub culture. I haven't experienced it, but I respect it.
Dude, the experience of just standing outside, like literally going to a bar to just stand outside of it is the craziest concept that everyone in the UK and Ireland is like, this is the sickest thing ever. I'd rather not even be in there or in a seat They provide me nothing but the glass and the beer, and then I just stand outside of the door.
Yeah, and it's like a warm beer too. That was War Room. That was a pretty good one, I think.
That was elite. Less elite because it was Irish this week, but yeah, that's fair.
Well, we don't have anything else really planned, so I guess fuck, dude. It's football. Like, just think about that, dude. It took so long to get here. We're here. We went through the trials and tribulations of Jimbo getting fired. We lost the College World Series. We're back on the field. Elko's time to shine. This is Connor Wegman's like season. Like, this is it, bro. This might be our shot. We might be the next squad. We just don't know yet.
Don't forget the hiring and firing of Mark Stoops, bro.
Oh my God. How could I forget? There's no way I could forget. I mean, that was such an impactful period of our lifetimes.
Crazy 4 hours.
Yeah. Anything else, boys? All right, well, I think that's going to wrap it up. Fuck Notre Dame. Let's go. We're going to have a live stream after the game on Twitter. Probably be a space. Let people kind of voice their opinions on how the game went. Hopefully it went in our favor. Remember to follow us on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, pretty much anywhere you find social media. Yeah, that's it.
Thank you, guys.